not very decided, trying to get somewhere, trying to figure something out. That's what it might interpret as. Just if I had to just see it and without knowing, just want to begin, be somewhere, go to some untouched space and try to figure something. That's the kind of set it's trying to, I don't know how true it is, but it could be, I mean, if you were to think
mostly illusionary, like illusions of dark to light or illusions of front and behind.
But maybe that's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
But over and above, like on a larger perspective, it could imply that you're kind of searching for something. It could be a person, it could be meaning, it could be purpose.
Search.
It could be a search.
Wow. Thank you. Lovely.
Can I show you my list?
Oh, the sheets are coming.
I think somebody knocked.
No. There's a lot happening, I think. Oh, city just up here.
Puri city. We'll talk to you separately about it.
Okay. Oh, a lot is happening then.
Yeah, a lot is happening is the right thing. There's a little bit of tumult, It's not very smooth. It's, I don't know, some unfinished business, there are still things that you may want to be doing but not doing. It's not just totally at ease and peace and chill. That's what it's showing.
That's how life is today. No one's life
No, but...
That's straight. You're always seeking something away.
Yeah.
Makes it interesting.
Yeah. Fun of life.
Yeah.
No, but definitely very creative, very wanting to do more, and I feel I don't know if it is a sense of under-accomplishment that there is more and more and more and more that I want to do or something like that.
Yeah.
In the
I see a
mind.
hand here and I was about to say it's trying to reach somewhere.
But I don't even know if she thought of it as a hand. I don't think she thought of it as a hand, but you thought of it as a hand. That it's reaching out. Yeah, I thought you thought of it as a hand.
Reach, yeah.
But there are some other symbols. There is, staircases apparently, and all of that, and wanting to reach somewhere.
Staircase.
These are
Hard
stairs
to know
coming up. These are stairs going up and.
Yeah, this is for us.
Someone interviewed me the other day on a quarter life crisis at 18 or something. Quarter life, because mid quarter. Now they start making half quarter will also start. 7-year-olds will come with half quarter or something.
I know.
1/10 crisis.
So they got quarter life.
Interesting.
What they'll be when they get to midlife, Lord only knows. Because they're everyone's in crisis.
You already gone through the quarter life. So tell us, Doc, what do you feel this experiment that she's done? Can it go further?
There's a lot more analysis that would be needed to get into that what we call empirical. So before we say that this may mean this, right now we're just observing something cross-sectionally, but it would be good to measure some other aspect in these people. For example, if 5 people are coming and constantly changing the design when he makes a design, then we should analyze their mind and see what else is going on in their head. So unless you interpret and make a sort of a standard analysis of a non-standard outcome, you can't make correlations. So we make observations, but correlations require longitudinal analysis. So, if I think that there's turmoil going on in your mind, and if we give you a relaxation technique and your drawing changes after that, then that would mean that there was an intervention, and over a longitudinal period of time. That's what research is, right? We do a cross-sectional analysis versus a longitudinal. So we go with time and we see that if he becomes a little more flexible, whether his business actually improves, then it will be a longitudinal, just giving an example. Or if she uses a different strategy with the kids, and then we'll know that this makes a difference to that, and so on and so forth. Up until then, we only make observations. And then we can't make interpretations. And further down, we can't make conclusions. And then we won't have implications. So,
That's
What
why
do your
it
observations
also
say?
means freedom to work. It's between artistic freedom and being told to do things.
then again, that's the problem of the real world, The problem of the real world. I mean, fashion designers are employed by companies and they are told, make this. Which is like, I want to be free. And so it becomes hard. That's how life is becoming. The commercialization makes life hard, for sure.
So by admission, you ask them to share a portfolio.
It's just standard.
Some come out with really dark expressions of passion. So really understand what is the mind of the student.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on. Today the mind has become so important because you can't just employ somebody and then after a month there is a suicide at work. Like, how did I know that this person was going to do this? Sometimes you don't even know that your own friend or your own partner was depressed or disturbed, but here you just just as an employee, you're seeing things. So today everything is unpredictable. You just cannot ignore the mind. You talk about Bollywood, you talk about, I didn't know that this person might do this. Call it Robin Williams, call it Anthony Bourdain. You just see people, you just see the outside. You have no idea what's happening on the inside. So, I feel sometimes people like me observe a little more because I just read through everything. I'm, talking to, just won't disclose, but talking to X person and saying, you look like you don't really speak up and you don't really say what you did and you don't mix with the crowd and you don't that. How do you know so much about me? I said, I was just observing you from a distance. And you just observe behavior and you know that this person is not part of the pack because he's either different or he's not believing in the rest and others don't look at him the same way. And all I'm doing is silent spectator because I happen to be in that gathering. So I know everybody's interactions and I know everybody's thoughts and observations, and I make those inferences which people sometimes are surprised. I think because I guess you're not observing it. I zoom out and I see everything and maybe with practice it comes.
What's your observation of all the tools here? You feel that, yes, it does have an effect on the creative process?
I don't know any of those people, no. But you could start out with nothing and then end up with a face or something. So, of course, it goes to show that everyone has the potential for getting somewhere. It's just that we don't know. I used to make kids do this exercise, just, as a motivational thing in the classroom. They do all these programs. So, just ask a kid, how many dots can you make? With a pencil. How many dots can you make? People would say 50, 60, 80, 200. It's an experiment just to understand kids' potential. So, I guess people would go up to, 100, 150, something. You can make 700 dots a minute. You can try it.
Okay.
But you have to no.
Do it in such a
Do it while counting only. You count while doing it. Yeah.
I would be too focused on making the dots.
Make someone else count with a ticker.
The artists who use the dot technique.
They must be doing that. Yeah.
No, it's really just going really fast because you're on a race, right? We tell the kid the one with the max dots will. But you can do 700. So people don't know their own potential.
So there's this one last question that I want to raise, that we all are creative people here and we all get worked up doing the creative work and we all get relieved also when we do a certain kind of creative work only. So whether I am worked up with designing, so I go do art. So how is it that the same thing is calming me, but the same thing is also making me
Stressing you.
worked up?
Very good question, which brings out my client who was a yoga teacher, because I tell everyone, do yoga, stand on one leg. It will enhance your endurance, not just in your quadricep muscle, but also in your mind. And she says, Doc, don't ask me to do yoga because I do it 8 hours a day and I'm stressed. So what do I tell her? So she is relaxed when she does hip hop.
Oh.
So that's what it is. I told another guy, you get so many audios. My relaxation audios are there. But I said, why don't you listen to the sound of waves? Please don't tell me to listen to the sound of waves. They're very irritating. So I said, what do you want to listen to? He said, I want to listen to trance. Okay, then listen to trance. So Benson, Herbert Benson, who is known as the sort of father of relaxation, who taught the step-by-step muscle relaxation. Tense your little finger, relax it. Tense your ring finger, relax it. You do this for every muscle in your body. So 1 hour you're sitting and relaxing only. And that's Benson's relaxation technique. But Herbert Benson said, change your status quo, that's relaxation.
Yeah, because the mind is immediately.
So you just need to break the status quo. If you're doing yoga, don't do relaxation ke liye yoga. If you're a meditation teacher who's stressed out, just go do hip hop
But
or
for
do
me,
rock.
for me, painting for a client versus painting for myself.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah.
There's no comparison only.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But somehow I am better when I'm okay both ways. I make a lot of videos for awareness, and I've made videos for the UNICEF. I made some adolescent wellness videos, and for some other startups, I make for apps. I make awareness of depression or awareness of something. Those kind of videos. I think I am more structured, and I'll make more when I'm making it for someone else, because I just feel there's a deadline. And otherwise I become too creative. And when there's a deadline, I have to do 5 videos in one day, do this, and it's done. And the josh is different. And when I'm on my own, though I'm pretty structured otherwise, but if you totally leave me on my own with no structure, I may also just waver. I mean, I am my own free, that fuzziness. So I like doing for someone else. And of course, they should not be like fussy people. Like he also doesn't like fussy people. I also don't like fussy people. Like I'll do it my way, and you take it or leave it. So I think we all like that little bit. Creative people don't like to be told.
Basically, I think to work to a time frame is always
It's always better.
You are concentrated, then you give it.
But now my recent most creative thing was.
At a particular point of time, I think the work starts fraying.
No, but so that's what my recent most creative effort was my book. So it 338 pages is called a big book. They gave me a year, and I did it in less than a year. But I was in the pandemic. I was in the US, living by myself, me and my cat. Very happy. Just I redid my website and I wrote the book. This is my website was also my creative thing. It's my name, Dr. Shefali Batra.com. So if you want to see it, so I absolutely did it on my own. Designed all the graphics, animation, everything by myself, and of course creating the content because I'm a doctor. So I'm writing out everything. So it was just fun to do it. I used to wait, I'm in the US, so 12 and a half hours difference, and I used to wait because these guys would work at night, the web designer. I would give my design, I would do my appointments in the morning, talk to them, my 12 o'clock when everyone else in India has slept, that time my designers are awake. My life was just set. I loved that life, and it was creative and yet it was structured. And then, the ideas were flowing because of course, I needed an index. So the index came up and then I was more structured, and then I had to add the flesh and the meat to the skeleton. And then suddenly 85,000 words were written and my book was out. So why do I feel so sad? It's called Why Do I Feel So Sad? Your Pathway to Healing Depression. So, but it's not like a book for depression. It's just rewiring your brain for positivity. So it's called Why Do I Feel So Sad? It was an easy title because everybody has felt sad at some point. Amazon, yeah. World over on Amazon.
You should have got the books here.
I was going to get it, yeah, but I was rushed and got nothing but that pouch.
Okay.
We can meet again.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We'll sum it up. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we have your experiment continued.
Yes. I check. That one, yeah.
Your drawing.
My drawing.
That's a little something.
I did it without.
Thank
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank
That
you.
was really lovely.
Thanks a lot.
Let's take a group picture before we all
Yeah,
discuss.
they all went. I think they are at the door.
Oh, they're there.